The proof of growth is not increment in age. No, sir. The proof of growth is maturity in understanding. The evidence that you are growing is in maturity in understanding. So a man can be at age 60 and still be a baby. A boy can be at age 14 and already an adult. The difference is in the maturity in understanding. And the primary way a man's understanding is justified is in his ability to provide leadership to his opposite sex, to his wife and his family. Chinua Achebe was writing. Achebe says, no matter how successful a man is, if he was unable to control his wife and his children, he says such a man is not truly a man. So the parameter of justifying a man of maturity is how he was able to provide leadership to women around him and the children below him. A young boy who is laughing uncontrollable with a woman, a young boy who is opening his teeth and laughing with a woman, does not understand the weight of the graving danger that is staring directly in his face. A woman is like a compacted body of impulse. Her body hosts a lot of danger. And so only a man who understands this perfectly that puts the woman under her tight leadership. And the only way you can put a woman under your tight leadership is to shun love and enthrone boundaries and leadership. When boundaries and leadership is established, automatically the girl comes into your house knowing fully well that I came here to reproduce children under your umbrella, under your giant shadow. Because if you want to understand the principle of marriage in our culture, look at a bird. A bird that want to make nestles, a bird that want to reproduce. The bird understands perfectly that if I go on the floor to make my nestles, human being is going to come and carry it. Snake is going to eat it. I probably may even lose my egg in the process. So the bird begin to climb up to a tree to find shadow on the tree to reproduce. So a man is like that tree, a woman is like that bird. What a woman does is that it comes under the umbrella of a tree to reproduce, to get shelter, to get protection, to make nestles and hatches its chick. And so there is no bird that enters under the tree that begin to dictate for the affairs of the tree or claim ownership of the tree. No, every bird perch in its own axis and allow other birds to perch to receive the same shelter and glory of this tree to reproduce. Such is the character of a woman. That a woman understand that I am a royal eagle that comes under a man. I came to perch under this man to receive shadow, protection, to give birth and to reproduce. And so our ancestors says ebe belu ugo belu nke sili bi ebe na nkukwaya. So we practice gender segregation. Nwoke na-enwe obi, nwaanyị na-enwe ụlọ nta. A woman stays in her own nta. She doesn't have any rights to come out from her house to come and start telling you that you will not bring in another woman in the house. Because by telling her you will not bring another woman in the house, she wants to put you into a war between you and her, of which definitely you are going to lose. Man was designed to be polygamous because a man is said to be a king over the wife, and there is no one king over one person. There is no one king over one person. A man is said to be a CEO over her wife, and there is no CEO over one worker. For a CEO to get the effective services from his workers, there must be numerous workers. So what polygamy does, that polygamy creates cooperation between a man and his wife. Where a man was supposed to be perched in competition between his man and his wife, polygamy destroys the competition and enacts cooperation, because the women will now have other women around there to compete, because a woman by natural default is designed to compete. You see, a woman brags that I have a wig and this wig costs 1.2 million and I am the only one there. A woman brag that I have a car and I am the only one that have that car in the streets. Selfish by design, by nature. But a man, if a man buy a G-Wagon, a man wants almost everybody in his streets to have that G-Wagon. So when he ride out, he will have convoy. Men derive pleasure in convoy, communism, cooperation. But a woman derives pleasure in capitalism. So that when you allow a woman's rulership over your home, definitely you are not going to have internal peace. And the reason why you will not have this internal peace is love. Once a man have gone to do love with a woman, you have disgraced yourself before the woman. You have violated the boundary that you will have to exact leadership over your family. You will now discover you are fighting with a woman that's supposed to put under permanent control. The problem is when the white man came to teach us romance. You know, when we are fighting Western institutions, love is at the apex of it. Love, love, love. You now, what love does, that love gives a woman who paid her bride price ownership over you. So anytime you come to a point to begin to explain to your wife who the girl you are talking with on phone call is, just understand that you have lost your boundaries. Time again to return to gender segregation. A woman knows her boundary in your house. You own the woman, but the woman don't own you. Yes, sir. That is the principle of leadership. Any day a worker begin to say that I own my king, and my king cannot have other subjects. It automatically limits your leadership ability and puts you in competition with your worker. So how do you destroy this? Take away love. I want to chase love outside you. If love goes away from your heart, maturity began. Because you are matured not according to increment in age, you are matured according to how you are able to provide leadership to your opposite sex or to your wife. Until a man come to understand that I am a direct opposite of a woman, I am a direct opposite of her, we don't have anything in common. You put her under your leadership and enjoy your family peace, and make sure that according to your resources you marry as numerous as possible and provide effective family garnished with overflowing bond that nothing can replace. Join me in this renaissance. I will push all out of you and make you a man again. Thank you so much.